What's going on, everyone? It's your girl, Rebecca Ruber here, and today I am here with Christina Cruz, who is on the undercard of this weekend's fight, Edgar Berlanga versus Angulo at the Hulu Theatre in Madison Square Garden. Christina, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Sick of training, but ready to get in there.
So, last time I saw you, you were fighting on the Lopez versus Kambosos card. How much have you learned as a professional fighter since that fight?
I learned so much. I mean, it's been quite a while, so we had a few months. We got to go back and just continuing on transition from my amateur style to my pro style. So we worked on a lot of that kind of transition.
What does it mean for you to be on this undercard with fellow Puerto Ricans in your hometown of New York City for the Puerto Rican Day Parade?
It's just a great feeling. I've always, wanted to fight on this card. The second I turned pro, I was like, I want to fight on that Puerto Rican card. Yeah, I've watched Miguel Cotto on this card, Trinidad in the past. I've been to their fights in the past and got to see them perform during Puerto Rican weekend. So it's such a huge deal. My family's so happy. They're all coming out to support and then to enjoy the parade afterwards.
Oh, that is going to be so much fun for everybody.
Yeah.
Now, I have to say, we have a great card for this weekend's fight, but we are missing somebody this weekend, Xander Zayas.
Yes.
Very upset about that. Have you talked to him? How is he feeling?
Yes, I got to speak to him briefly. He's doing good. He's recovering right now. Disappointed that he's not able to fight, but health comes first, and he knows that. A very mature 19-year-old. But he really wanted to be on this card, but he'll have more opportunities in the future.
There's always next year. At the end of the day, he's only 19 years old. It's
he's
crazy to
baby.
have
Yeah.
such a huge decision on your shoulders.
Uh-huh.
But like you said, it's such a mature choice and probably
for
the best
sure.
one.
And he just told me, do your thing out there, steal the show.
Yeah, well, it's funny. When I watched his apology video, which absolutely broke my heart, by the way, you look at the comments, and usually you have people, he's trying to avoid. Everyone was so supportive, and that just shows his true character and how the fight community understands his true passion for the sport.
Right, for sure. He's a genuine person, and it spills out, so people get it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of just amazing fighters in the industry, we've had a lot of female fighting history going on here in New York City, right across the street at Madison Square Garden. The Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano fight. Yes. You weren't in attendance, right? I didn't see you.
I actually was there. I was on the floor. Yeah. I got to watch them fight straight on, like right there. It was such an amazing feeling. I had goosebumps the entire time. But yeah, such a great fight and great for women's boxing.
What do you think? Do you think if this rematch goes to Ireland, do you think that the outcome will change?
Of course, I think the outcome could change. Amanda's going to go back, work on her new game plan. But I think it'll be a really tough fight for both of them again. It's one of those fights. They're both great fighters, and their styles, it's very classic, boxer brawler kind of style, and it just makes great for boxing. So I think it will be a close fight. I would love to see 3-minute rounds for them and see how that changes the dynamic of the fight.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think that 4th and 5th round, if it had that extra minute, I think could have changed the whole trajectory of the fight.
I think so too.
So another fight that is in talks is Michaela Mayer versus Alicia Baumgardner. I know that they're kind of finishing up, signing everything. What are your thoughts on how that fight's going? How is your friend Michaela training for that?
She's, doing her thing. Me personally, I think Michaela this is going to be it's a great fight for her, but I think she's going to make it fairly easy for herself to be able to get that victory.
Well, let's circle back to your fight this weekend. Can you tell us anything about your opponent this weekend?
Yes, it's actually a rematch of my last fight. It was difficult getting opponents here, and she stepped up to the plate, so we're going to go at it again.
Is there anything you're looking to change from your last performance for this weekend?
Yes, maybe more aggression. I know I did walk her down the last fight. Not sure how she's going to come out this fight, But we have been working on some things to. I don't want to say too much.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
What did you focus on this fight camp?
Just again, transitioning for that pro style, staying in the pocket and things like that.
Now, I know Javiel's been all over the world in the past few weeks. How has that changed your dynamic of how you've trained for this fight?
Yes, so for this fight, it was just a lot of him going over my sparring with me, us being on the phone together, and then working with the coaches that I was working with out there. Derek, Chris Algieri is out there helping me as well. He cornered me in some of my sparrings. But it was always going back to Javiel, kind of going over what we did and things like that, and him giving me pointers or what to try next time.
How was it working with Chris Algieri? Because that man is not only smart inside the ring, but outside the ring as well.
Oh, it's great working with him. He's very smart. He can see things very good from the outside that a lot of fighters can't see on the inside, which was really great for me. And he's very calm and patient in the corner. It was very easy for me to not just understand what he was telling me, but to implement it as well. So.
That's awesome. All right. Well, on that note, I have one more thing I want to do with you. That the last time we interviewed, we didn't have this opportunity, and it's my segment that's pretty popular called Unboxing the Boxer.
Okay.
So we have this box here. We're going to shake it up a little bit, and then I'm going to have you could just do it one at a time. You pick out a question, you read it out loud, and then you answer it, okay?
All right. I'm kind of nervous.
I don't know what questions I have in there.
Okay, okay.
I can't say don't be nervous, but I think you'll do good.
Do you want to read it or? Okay.
That's all you.
Okay. If you weren't a pro boxer, what could you picture yourself doing? This is so hard. Growing up, I always wanted to be a professional athlete, and I thought it would be in the sport of basketball. So I grew up playing basketball and baseball growing up. But then I stopped growing at the age of like 13. I thought I was going to be really tall, but I wasn't. I have a brother who's 6'3", and I didn't get that. But I don't know exactly what I would be doing, but I know it would be something great.
Okay. I could see you in the sports industry, so maybe like a nutritionist.
Yeah, maybe.
Or something like that. All right. You can keep that one to the side, just so it doesn't get mixed up.
If you could be ringside for any fight ever in history, which one would it be? Ooh, could it be like past fights or something made up?
And you could do that. I like that.
Let's see. Made up fight? Probably Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. I like that little crossover.
You're right.
What about like a fight that actually happened?
A fight that actually, Corrales versus, what's his name? Oh my God. Boxing world's gonna kill me right now.
No, sorry. All right, that's gonna have to just be put in post. Sorry.
You guys know which fight I'm talking about.
Help Christina Cruz out, everyone. Don't roast her, okay? She's going through a lot this week.
Yes.
All right, one more. Update, guys. We found out what the fight was that Christina was talking about.
It was Diego Corrales versus Jose Luis Castillo. One of the best fights in boxing. You guys have to watch it. I'm sure most of you know.
So now I just edit this in to act like you guys didn't see that previous part.
Okay. Who is your role model? Ooh, this is such a hard one. So, okay, at the very moment, well, somebody I look up to, it's so funny. I was just with him yesterday. He's Pat Russo. He's a former sergeant of the NYPD. And he runs the New York boxing Cops and Kids boxing program.
Okay.
Guys, if you ever want to donate to the program, you can contact me on Instagram, and I'll connect you guys to Pat Russo. But he's someone who is kind of a mentor to me. I kind of look up to him. Growing up, I really didn't have like a specific role model that I looked up to. I kind of had to be my own role model. But I always loved Michael Jordan. Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever watch the documentary that was on ESPN?
Yes, I did.
I wanted to finish it. It was pretty good.
It's so
the first
good.
2 episodes I watched.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad that you brought up Pat Russo because I did want to talk to you about yesterday because I did see you were there. This was somewhere that you had went as a kid, right?
Well, I represented the Cops and Kids program as an amateur probably since 2008.
Wow.
Yeah, so all my Golden Glove championships that I've won, well, not all, 8 of them, I've won it with them. A lot of my national championships I won it under that program, and that program funded me for every amateur tournament that I needed to go to because in the amateurs you don't make money. You have to you spend a lot of money to be an amateur fighter, and the program funded me, and was a huge part of my success.
Wow, so that's a great
Yeah.
program. So
Yeah.
again, everyone that's listening, if you want to donate, reach out to Christina Cruz. Actually, speaking of which, you can promote all your social media now, so they know where to find you.
Yes, you can follow me at Christina Cruz Box on Instagram and Christina Boxing on Twitter.
Thank you so much, and
Thank
best of
you.
luck this weekend.
Thank you.